Guys, Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Welcome to the video, guys. How y'all doing? It's that time of month, guys. That time of month where I ask you for your best TV show recommendations, guys. I need something good. I need something to binge. I am flying this weekend, so I would love something that I can take on the plane with me. Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO, that's kind of my jam, so let me know. Let me know. I haven't watched the new kind of Game of Thrones series. You guys into that? Not really. Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, I did like the original. I don't know why. I guess it's been so long that I'm not sure if I'm ready to dive in the deep end and learn all the names and the houses and whatever, you know. Anyway, guys, welcome to the video. Send some positive vibes out there, especially if you need them today. Just know whatever you're going through, you will get through it. In between stimuli and our response lies freedom. Viktor Frankl. And it's so true, right? We can decide how we feel about anything in life. So whatever you're going through, again, send some love your way today. We have the #1 player in the world in Sosa on the channel with the #1 deck in the world. This one is a pretty cool one. Pretty cool one. Listen, guys. We have a video sponsor today, so go ahead and feel free to support. It's coming at you right now, and I also want to give back to you guys a little bit. I do these videos once a month for Raid, and I want to give back a little bit of what I'm getting paid to you guys as well. So the first 5 people that tweet me a victory using the deck that I'm going to share today, you know, a little shout out to you early birds, to you, you early notification squad. There we go. That's what they call them, right? I'll give a $20 to the first 5 people who tweet me with a victory with this deck. We'll do that every time there's a sponsorship from here on out on the channel. So just go ahead and tweet me at CWA if there is Twitter by the end of this video. With that, a word from our sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by, you guessed it, Raid Shadow Legends, where I upload every single day on my second YouTube channel, Ash Raid Shadow Legends. Join me. Plenty of content for you beginners out there if you download the game. We got great rewards for you today as well. And today is going to be the best kind of ad we've ever done here on the channel for Raid, because we're going to open some shards, baby. All right. Okay, we got a blue. Blue are rare. I don't get super excited about rares because I've been playing for a few years. I don't really need that many rare champions anymore, although there are a few rares who are better than even some of the best legendaries in the game. If we pull one, I'll be sure to let you know. There she is! Right on cue, Coulthard. She's the best rare champion in the game. If you get her, congratulations. She's incredible. This Heartseeker ability can do millions of damage while totally depleting the opponent's turn meter as well. Very, very good champion. This is Scrapper. He's okay for a specific boss, Scarab King. And then we have... All right, we have Steadfast Marshall, not the best champion in the world. We get 5 Sacreds, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed for a legendary. Okay, that's an epic. That's Frostbringer. I don't like Frostbringer. She looks super cool, right? Her name is Frostbringer, but she has no frost, no freeze in her kit. Come on. What's up with that? All right, pretty decent champion, but not my cup of tea. We get Spider. He's a little bit better. Good debuffer for Spider. Go figure, right? And then we have, Skull Crusher, one of the only 3 champions in the game with counterattack ability. Counterattack, Ally Protect, makes him one of the better clan boss champions inside the entire game. What a great champion. All right, here we go. It's none other than Gerhard the Stone. All right, epic average champion. But Skull Crusher and Coulthard, man, those are 2 amazing champions that we pulled in these shards. Those are my favorites. One of the best epics, one of the best rares. Now we're talking, guys. I mentioned, by the way, there's a brand new faction in the game. It's called Sylvan Watchers. Very, very cool. Look at these champions, man. They're kind of like a druid look about them. This Elva Autumnborn dude, one of my most wanted champions in the game. Look at these dudes. Look at them. I mean, look at that armor. He's got the face and the chest. The face and the chest. What is up with that, man? Not only the Sylvan Watchers, guys, but we have a new season of the Forge Pass. Get a bunch of loot, guys. Get a bunch of loot. Join in the fun. Perfect time to complete these daily and weekly challenges. Also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get your hands on one of the best nukers inside the entire game, Genbo the Dishonored, and a bunch of other rewards. Use my download code. I got about $30 of in-game resources to give you guys, including a free epic champion just for downloading the game with my QR code or my link below. You also have an energy refill, XP boost, and an ancient shard along with 200 silver to help you guys out, and you can summon a champion right when you get into the game. Go ahead and collect all your rewards, good for 30 days, in the inbox in the upper right-hand corner right over here, guys. Massive shout out to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, so getting into it here, I want to go ahead and put on the first replay here. Dude, it's bug royale lately. Have you guys seen all the bugs going on? It's pretty crazy. On these replays, you're going to see the King Towers are level 11. The cards are level 14 or 11. It kind of it changes. But it is ladder, even though you wouldn't be able to know that by looking at the replay. So many bugs right now inside the game, so I'm sure they will fix them eventually. I hope none of them need a client update to go ahead and fix, though. We'll see. Either way, guys, I wanted to, as we watch this first replay, you can see the deck, by the way. It's Miner Cycle with the Bomb Tower, with the Poison. #1 deck in the world with the Monk. And look at the deck that we're playing, guys. I mean, it feels so crazy right now what's going on in this game. Like, Miner Poisons everywhere. And it is so incredibly rare to see a deck without the Phoenix. I'm talking any decks. Usually decks without the Monk as well. Shockingly, the opponent here does not play the Monk. But I did want to touch on some of the feedback on the last video, guys. The last video that I put out, or maybe the one before that, it had like, listen, man, I'm just going to be real with you guys. You can't see thumbs down anymore on YouTube videos. And I actually miss the thumbs down, man. I mean, as a viewer, I like being able to have content flagged. That a lot of people took issue with this video if there was like a wicked wacky thumbs down to thumbs up ratio, you know? Either way, that's neither here nor there. But, and I miss it as a content creator too, but I can still see the thumbs downs personally behind the scenes, right? And I'll tell you that video, worst update ever or whatever, talking about the update, and I kind of defended the update saying it wasn't the worst update ever, probably the worst video ever. But you guys can't see it, but man, I got a lot of dislikes, you guys. Not a big fan. It was like a 96 or 97% like rate, which sounds great, but usually I'm rocking like a 99.5 here on the channel, so I pissed off a few of you guys. But either way, a lot of you were like, dude, Ash took exception to one thing that I was saying in the video. And what I said was, I think it's kind of cool to have broken cards sometimes, kind of exciting, kind of fun, right? So the Monk and the Phoenix don't really bother me that much. But then after watching these replays and after looking at the top ladder, I think it takes a big man or woman to admit when they're wrong. And yeah, man, it's kind of annoying seeing just Monk Phoenix spam on basically almost every archetype in the game. And that's exactly what we have on this deck. Sosa obviously taking advantage of the 3-card cycle. A lot of you guys too. The vast majority of you guys were anti-champions, man, when we talked about that topic as well. So, you know, pretty crazy. I mean, not pretty crazy. I'm not saying you guys are crazy. I'm just saying that it's pretty crazy the majority of players out there, at least who watch my YouTube videos, I don't want to pretend that's the whole sample size of the game, are just not a fan overall of how the impact of the 3-card cycle in Clash Royale. I'm just going to be real. I can see both sides of it, you know? Like, 3-card cycle is kind of interesting strategically, you know? It does change the complexity of the game. And for those of you who are new players, if there's any new players out there right now, 3-card cycle means that when you have a champion on the field, on the arena, it can't come back into your hand, right? So you have 3 cards just cycling over and over and over again versus the normal 4 cards, right? So that's what it means, because you can't play 2 champions at once, and that allows you to cycle much quicker to other cards in your deck. A lot of people usually include a bunch of cheap cards. You can see, obviously, Sosa's playing the Ice Spirit in this deck. So very, very quick cycle, not to mention the log as well. So this one is pretty close right now. It's 341 or so HP on that bottom tower. So we have the nice damage advantage, and we just Monk Phoenix spam that bridge, man. We just keep going in. And the beautiful thing is, especially throughout the rest of these replays here, #1 player in the world, I kind of want to see how he's playing the Monk, right? And the opponent just kind of gives up there at the end, right? Can you blame him? I kind of want to see, like, how... I mean, there's not a lot of strategy involved, but there is, you know, there's that delay, right, on the Monk that you need to make sure you press it. I want to watch one from his point of view. Here we go. You need to press it a little bit before you think the spell is going to come at you, stuff like that. Sometimes, I'm going to admit, anybody else do this out there, but what I do sometimes is with the Monk, I press the ability almost in a panic, when it's better not to press it. Like when he's like got the lane to himself and no one's responding and he can get some serious damage, maybe even on the tower. Sometimes I'm like, press the button! And then he just sits there. I'm like, oh, why did I do that? Anyway, here we go. Monk in the back. Always a pretty safe play with these decks is a Monk in the back. Then we can take advantage of the 3-card cycle and try to abuse the Phoenix. So we go Phoenix here against the Dark Prince. The opponent playing a minor kind of control. Interesting by Kotori here. Phoenix just does so much damage per each of those hits. Does she not? Or he not? Does it not? Sorry, guys. Get the wrong pronouns. Don't kill me. I love you. Love you all. So we have a minor coming through. I mean, is that a minor, Ash? Is that really a minor? Or is it a royal delivery? Is it a recruit? It's a recruit. All right, so here we go. We're going to go again with the Phoenix there. Kind of protecting the tower, anticipating the minor. Not a bad play at all. So we have Monk in hand. Let's see what we do here. Monk at the bridge. There it goes. The Monk-Phoenix combo. We go with the Ice Spirit as well. We go ahead and activate that Monk ability to kind of tank a little bit. No, we don't activate the Monk ability. I take it back. The Phoenix going to negotiate that Inferno Tower along with some of those Gobos. And we get a little bit of chip damage from that Minor as well. The beautiful thing is look at the Elixir right now, right? They had to use basically the same amount of Elixir just to defend, and they don't really have a counter push aside from a, half-dead Dark Prince, right? So we go in with the Phoenix again. Here comes the Royal Delivery. Royal Delivery, I will say, is a really, really good spell. Really, really good card, especially against these Phoenixes. So here we go. It's going to be a minor counterattack from the opponent. We just go ahead and log it away. And we have Goblin Gang selected right now in our hand. Let's see what we go with here. Probably a Monk in the back again. Or we might just wait for Kotori to make a move here. And nope, we actually attack right there at the bridge with the gang. They come in with a Rocket. They respond with an E-Spirit. And here we go again. Rocket's now out of hand. We know they have the Inferno Tower in hand. We go Monk in the back. They leak a little bit. They go Inferno Tower, shying away to the left side, and we go ahead and immediately poison that. Now here we come attacking with the Minor as well. The Heal Spirit does make contact there. The Egg, even if they destroy it, does a good job just distracting and buying a little bit of time, right? So we go into the Dark Prince with the activated Monk. Monk could just buy us so much time, essentially tanking either on offense or defense, right? Monk is a broken card. Any of you guys still play Clash Mini? Any of you guys still play Clash Mini? I don't play Clash Mini anymore, but it's no hate against the game. I just didn't have time to keep playing all these games, you know? Anyway, here comes the Minor attacking. I think that Clash Mini is going to go global, though. That's where the Monk came from, of course, right? I think it's going to go global. So here, this is an interesting match here. We fall way behind, and he has a Rocket. So here we go in with the Minor, with the Monk, with the Gang. We dispose of that E-Spirit. Look at the right-hand lane. Now we have a double Phoenix action. We send in the... we cycle all the way back to the Minor, and then we go in again with the Gang. Log comes down. We log as well. Go in with a Ice Spirit. Excuse me. What card is that? And then we freeze that tower. Look at that, dude. When that Phoenix gets on the tower, it's gnarly, dude. It's crazy. We can take the DP in the left-hand lane. It will be a lot of damage, but we'll basically equalize our tower damage here. So just like that, we're right back in this one here. Here comes the log. We push that log right back to his tower, man. That's the beauty of the Goblin Gang in this deck with the Monk. When they go to log it, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. We deflect that log right back. Not only are we doing a little bit of log damage, sure, not only are we killing anything in its tracks on the ground, but obviously we're also protecting our little Gobos. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do one more here. Broken. Let's go against Broken. Here we go. So Sosa versus Broken, the battle for #1 in the world. This is a deck, man. This is a deck. I love that Monk synergy with the Goblins or Goblin Gang, right? Like we just talked about. So here we go. It's going to be a... Oh, this deck that Broken is playing, by the way, guys, this is another one of the top decks going around right now. Definitely take notice of it, especially if you're a Mortar player. Give it a shot, right? All right, so here we go. It's going to be another Monk and the Gang. And immediately, again, recognizing Broken's probably playing Log, we went right in with that activated ability as soon as we cross over the bridge. And didn't really work out that time, but again, hoping to keep that Gang alive, deflecting that Log, had the opponent used it. So we go with the again, Ice Spirit. Why am I just drawing a blank on that card, dude? Come on, man. It was the first Spirit. Was Fire Spirit the first to be added? Or was Ice Spirit? Were they at the same time? Same time, I'm going to say. What do you guys think? Furnace was pretty early, though. Was Furnace before the Fire Spirit? You guys can tell me out there. Some of you guys know. I was around, obviously, but I don't remember. I don't remember. All right, here we go. It's going to be a Valkyrie and a Phoenix coming at us. We just go with the gang. And again, the gang plus the tower is going to be just fine. For that Valkyrie, then we just go with a Monk here, not only to distract the mortar, but also distracting that Phoenix. We go ahead and activate that ability. That way we can keep distracting the mortar and then go ahead and launch a Phoenix at the opponent. So nicely done there. Monk's still alive, forcing out skeletons from the opponent. Broken with a very, very fast cycle deck here. We go in with the miner, so now we have a healthy miner on the tower, and the miner's tanking for the egg, forcing out a Valkyrie from the opponent. So that really worked out. We haven't been using a lot of bomb towers in any of these matchups. Obviously, it's going to be an important card, just depending on what you're going against, right? Going against a Hog Rider, going against a, an E-Giant, going against a Giant, whatever. Tanks, golems, you name it. So now we have the bomb tower in hand. I doubt we're going to use it here. No, maybe we will. Yep, we will against the mortar. Meanwhile, playing some defense with a Phoenix. We go Monk as well. Take care of that Phoenix egg. The reason that Monk and Miner are such a potent combination, obviously, is that we are going in with the... We're tanking, excuse me, with the Monk. And then we're able to, or excuse me, the Phoenix. I'm like, what am I saying here, guys? What am I saying? The miner can get the tower to target on it while the Phoenix egg hatches, is what I was trying to say. That's why the miner Phoenix is such a potent combination. And you're seeing it almost in every deck as evidenced by all of these replays, right? So here we go again. Bomb tower putting in work. Bomb tower, of course, with a ton of HP. We go ahead and send a miner on the tower there. We're going to try to retarget onto the skeletons, do a good job on defense, does broken. We still have a damage advantage here, albeit an ever so slight one. Here comes the Phoenix chipping away at that miner, and another Phoenix for the opponent as well. I'm shocked that we didn't see more Monk matchups on the other side of the arena here, but of course every card, or every deck, excuse me, does have the Phoenix because of how friggin' strong it is. That time, the Monk is just getting reflect damage and a ton of it there on the tower. That's the beautiful thing about the Monk, or the worst thing about the Monk, depending on how you're looking at it, but it's just like that guaranteed damage. All you gotta do is let him cross the bridge and click, boop! 1 elixir, few hundred damage, right? That's like spell damage. That's insane to me. That is insane. All right, here we go again. It is Phoenix Royale. We got a Phoenix against the Valkyrie, and we have a Monk in the back trying to catch that miner. The miner does not come. We have a bomb tower alive here and targeting that mortar, disposing of it. The Monk says, wait a second, I'm going to go back and take care of that miner after all. Poison does come down. Meanwhile, we do have a little bit of damage going on their side of the arena. We go ahead and poison the Phoenix as well. We're in triple elixir time. Here comes the miner poison. When you get to triple elixir time with either of these decks, miner poison, basically every single time that you hit the tower, you'll be able to recoup your elixir and cycle quick enough anyway. So he goes with a gang way in the back. We're probably going to go with a Monk at the bridge. Let's see. We don't get the Monk down there. We log, we poison, and that's going to be GG's. Boom! There it goes, guys. Man, again, very, very, very convincing victory there for Sosa. That's how we got to #1 in the world, guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try this deck out. Why not, right? Why not? All right, let's go ahead and delete yesterday's disgusting deck. And let's see what we can do here, guys. Let's see what we can do. Going against Sublime. All right. Not a bad band. Let's just log that away. And here we go. So this is a deck, even though these cards arguably are, easy to play because they're so strong, etc. It does take a little bit of practice because of what we talked about, right? The synergy between the how to work the Phoenix with the miner and the gang and the Monk, right? Those are the two like power play combos inside this deck. We're just going to go ahead and send in a miner here. He does have log in hand, so let's see if he'll use it on an Ice Spirit. And he doesn't. He got me. He got me. It's okay. We can recover. Well done, well done. So he has a nice early damage advantage here, but we're not that worried about it, really. Let's see what we can do. Phoenix in the back here. He might Princess again at the bridge, but we'll place the Phoenix over here in case he does. And he doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and send in the old Ice Spirit Miner. Nice. So he mirrors there, which is fine by me. We do a lot of damage. I don't mind if he splits his damage either. I'm gonna go ahead and Monk here on defense. Take a little bit of damage from the spirits there. He has Princess. I want him to use the Princess so I can try to abuse with... it didn't work out in time there, but still, we get some pretty nice damage just from the Reflect again. I'm going to go ahead and play a Bomb Tower. He'll probably respond with a Princess here, but we can't take too much more damage in the... I'm just going to use a Fire Spirit and take some damage purposely here, because he went after... For some reason, he went after my, my Strong Tower there. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to go Princess over here and Miner at the bridge. I'm sorry. Well, you guys get what I'm talking about, right? All right. We're going to go with a Phoenix here. He doesn't have a great response for the Phoenix. So let's go ahead and activate ability. Ooh, baby! Ooh, baby! That's exactly what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? Did you see that? Game, set, match. The Rocket Man. That is absurd, man. That's absurd. Let's just go ahead and keep cycling here. He's going to try to keep cycling to his... Why is he going after that left tower, man? That's my question. Well, let's just go ahead and do this. And do this. And boom. There we go. All right, guys, it's a really fun deck. Give it a try. The deck link, as always, in the show notes below. And don't forget my $20 challenge, the first 5 winners utilizing this deck. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys supporting the sponsor of today's video as well. Speaking of sponsor, big shout out to Stats ROYALE, where you can see my stats and Sosa Stats in the show notes below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.